Well, did you enjoy your vacation? Are you done with the international break? Well, come back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Suffering. Milan had a chance coming off the international break to get 3 points, valuable 3 points, to keep their very slim European plans for the future alive. Well, it didn't work out that way, and it only took 60 seconds. What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Fabio. I'm from the Milan Weekly podcast channel. Me and my buddy Gio, we host a show called Milan Coast to Coast every week, where no matter what the team does, at least we try to entertain and bring the good vibes. I'm the special guest host this week. Kush will be back live on his channel next week for the Milan Udinese game, so make sure you're subscribed and also follow him on Instagram. All right, Milan. All you end up doing is leaving me with nothing but questions. I don't know what to expect of the future. I don't know what to get when I turn the television on or I go and sit down in front of the television to watch this game. I never know what I'm going to get. You leave me with more questions than answers, even though it seems I've gotten my answer, which I'll get to at the end. What's wrong with this team? What's wrong with them? Because I don't understand how within 60 seconds, they let this game get out of hand. They get scored on a second time in less than 20 minutes. And we look utterly dead the first half. So because I have a lot of questions, I can't do this by myself. I had to ask two of my buddies from the New York City club, Franco and Beppe, and hear their response to a couple of questions that I had. So what do you make of this? What is wrong with this team? Why does it take them so long to start getting into the game?
If we had the answer to that, it probably wouldn't keep happening, would it? You know, there's obviously a lack of mental preparation. There's obviously a confidence issue that is affecting this team deeper than something that can be fixed within a week's training time. There's obviously some very deep issues that affect the team, where they won't be able to climb out of it until major changes are made, and probably just this team is looking forward to the end of the season just so they can stop living in this night.
I think honestly there's no direction. They don't follow this coach. And I know that people are gonna say, but when we were winning, we were also winning, that we were always behind. As far as like when we won the Super Cup too, we were always down a goal, came back. It's not the first time that they do this, but for some reason it seems like, I don't know. I feel like these people, these guys never fully engage with this coach. And I see him too. He looks like he's got like no life in him. Like I don't know if there's like they have a plan and they just don't follow it. What is this plan?
All right, so but like, what's Conceição's plan? You see, we start with Felix in Leao. Now, supposedly Leao maybe had a little bit of a knock, but you see the difference he made going in. So why not start Leao if he's good enough? I guess I'm answering my own question, because it's going to be because he's not 100%. You don't start him from the beginning.
You know what? It seems as though he kind of used that as an excuse in the post game, but it was already reported late last night, or late Saturday night, that he wasn't going to start, and most people just kind of assumed that the decision not to start Leao had to do with Wednesday's game, and that perhaps, Milan were prioritizing Wednesday over the game against Napoli. I think I understood that, but I like you, I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't think that you should be leaving your best player on the bench ever, and he is clearly the player that changes the game for Milan. And this is not a player that should be benched against a team like Napoli.
To be honest, I don't even think I've heard him like even explain. I don't even know what happened today. I completely just went away from the game. I didn't even listen to any interviews. I don't even know what his excuse was for catching that goal 64 seconds into the game. I mean, like, what was the excuse? Like I said to everybody at the bar, what's the excuse? You're gonna say your head is in the derby on Wednesday, and then you're gonna lose the derby, and that was the excuse. Like I'm so done with these cliches of like always there's always an excuse. What is the excuse? Nobody knows. Honestly, I have no idea why this team all of a sudden just became like nothing. The last 2 years, this team completely self-destructed. So do I blame Conceição? No, because Conceição came into a situation where, yeah, he got a couple of additions, but I think that was just too. It was just they tried to do some damage control for what they did in the summer. That's not how you build a team. That seemed like to me that was like a panic move. Yeah, we all liked it when it happened. We got Joao Felix, we got Kyle Triple H Walker. We have all these people, and then what happened? It lasted 48 hours, and then the shiny toy effect went away, and they became Milan players. They fit right in. So the bums that left from the summer.
Of course, it wouldn't be Milan without drama, right? Gimenez takes the penalty, won by Teo Hernandez, and again, we wonder why did Pulisic take it? Why did he give it to Gimenez if he gave it to him?
It's a difficult thing to comment on without knowing exactly what happened. So let's play scenarios, right? So if Christian Pulisic, is being, quote unquote, a good teammate and allowing Gimenez to take the penalty, then shame on him, honestly, because you're the better penalty taker, and stop being nice. Stop being so nice, and you should get that ball and take it. If Gimenez took the ball and didn't allow Pulisic to take it, then shame on him and shame on other leaders from the team. I believe they said something similar on CBS in the post game where it was like, there's a lack of leadership. Even other players on the team should be bringing that ball to Christian Pulisic and saying, "You're taking this. You're the best penalty taker on the team. We really need a goal right now."
All right, so I have to ask you played a big part today in today's game. You got the ball. Now, supposedly, I don't know if the story is that Pulisic gave you the chance to go out there and be the hero, or maybe they just took it away from him. I don't know what the story is, but how could you miss that penalty? What's your nickname? I keep forgetting.
El Bebote, way.
El Bebote. There you go.
El Bebote.
El
Little
Bebote.
baby.
Little baby. How could you do this to us?
Well, to be honest, Christian felt bad because given all the tariffs that your president Trump has been given, he decided, he said, you know what? You guys have been going through enough, you in Canada. You take the ball, take the penalty. Maybe you'll snap out of it. And I wasn't prepared.
No.
I wasn't prepared, and I just kicked it. And what's funny is my friend Giuseppe over there at the football factory, he actually pointed exactly where I was gonna go. But I think somebody from Napoli must have told him, because Meret just got it. He didn't even have to do much. He just went.
It was a pathetic penalty. But what do you think? What are your thoughts in regards of Pulisic giving it away?
I think he was being a team player, and I also think he was trying to do something like, I'm doing good right now. I gotta help him out. Sometimes all it takes is a spark. You get, in Italy we say bloccare. You get yourself a penalty, even if it's only a penalty goal. You get yourself. It's
Out
just a spark. It's like an avalanche.
Yeah.
And you think maybe this is gonna help him. Maybe this is gonna, because a player like that is supposed to score, and it seemed like after the first 2 games, he was doing good, and then he just disappeared.
El Bebote, I expect better from you next time. All right. If you're going to take the ball, you got to come from the top rope and make sure it's good. And lastly, what are your expectations going into next week? It seems all doom and gloom, but what are your expectations for Wednesday? The two-leg affair.
Listen, we always say it, anything can happen in the Derby, right? Anything can happen in the Derby. Inter's priority is certainly not the Coppa Italia, which, gives us a glimmer of hope. So, Milan just have to bring their A game, and Conceição has to get the lineup right. if Conceição gets the lineup right and Milan brings their A game, there's no reason why we can't at least have a shot at this thing.
I want the cup, but I have a bad feeling that the Inter, we gave Inter another chance to make up for all these this because this year with the derbies they've been very unlucky because we found a way to screw them. Super Cup, season. It's everything that we have been. Like it's been a crazy year. Although we've been so terrible, we managed to win derbies. We managed to beat Real Madrid. We managed to do all these things that make no sense. But again, this team is bipolar, so it does make sense. So, but I don't see how this team gets out of their way and manages to win. And everybody's saying maybe Marotta decides I don't want the Coppa Italia, but Inter is in play for a treble. Inter is in play for all the open competition. So you like your chances. I tie the first game. If you tie the first game, then it becomes a single elimination. Then that first game doesn't matter no more because there's no more aggregate with the away goal.
Yeah.
So just try to limit the damage. If you could win, obviously better, but try to limit the damage. Try to not allow goals, or just try to stop the bleeding or whatever it is by not allowing, and then play it all in the return leg. It's not like you got to go home and away. You're in the same stadium.
All right, Franco, thank you so much, man. Just tell everybody where to be if they want to be a part of the New York City Club and follow the club.
Yeah, so Milan Club New York City, as always, at the Football Factory at Legends Bar, 6 West 33rd Street in Manhattan, right across from the Empire State Building. And if you ever have any questions, just look us up on social media at AC Milan NYC across the board.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Me, Fabio, again, follow me on the Milan Weekly Podcast channel and follow me on my socials at Fabio from Long Island. Also, thank you to my New York City brothers, Franco and Beppe, for joining me. Just a couple of questions here tonight. Kush, thank you so much, brother. Look forward to your return this week. Kush is back this weekend for the Udinese game. Check him out. He's going to be doing probably a watch along and, of course, a video. So make sure you tune in. Guys, always and sempre, Forza Milan, grazie Milan, ciao a tutti, peace.